Hello everyone, this is Supreme King, and welcome back everyone. So I hope you all had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and are enjoying the new year. And I thought I'd start off the new year with a discussion video talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh card games. You know, the card game we play, and the new Speed Duels coming out. So, but before I get into the discussion video, please check out the Kings and Queens video that recently got uploaded. There'll be a link in the description of the video down below. So please check that out. Also, I hope everyone is enjoying the live streams, and if you missed one, I'll be uploading them on my channel. But there's still some live streams I have done, like Monster Hunter live streams I did with TQ and X Punch, but I still have to upload, so I'll get those uploaded at some point. But first I want to get to do this discussion video here. And this is talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh card games. And yeah, you heard that right, Yu-Gi-Oh card games, because we're getting a new one starting this month, though, which is basically Speed Duels based off of Duel Links. But first I want to talk about the Yu-Gi-Oh card game that we play right now. So I'm not gonna. I'm really mostly gonna talk about the 2017-2018 for the card game, and my hopes for 2019 though, because the master rules have been updated over the years. And first it was we had 40 to 80 card main decks and 30 card extra decks. Then 5Ds came around and put that down to 40, 60 card main decks and 15 extra decks. So that kind of hurt like decks like Heroes, but nothing too much though. And then Arc 5 came around, and then we had, so you have two fields, spells on the field, and you don't draw in the first turn though, which not drawing the first turn hurt a little bit, but having the two field spells was nice though, because it helped out decks like Malefics and Earthbound Immortals. But nothing too crazy though. But with the year 2017 came the new rules. It destroyed a lot of decks out there, and it made a lot of people quit. So that was, destroyed fusions, synchros, Xyzs, and pendulums, which is most decks out there, and made a lot of people quit though, which that's what I want to talk about. Year 2017 and 2018 for the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, because I feel like it's had a major decline in those 2 years, and hopefully that this year is better. I'm not saying like they're gonna get rid of the rules or whatever, but I'm hoping that for what I'm about to describe and for why I felt like it went down in 2018, hopefully improves though, because that's the part I want to improve on, is that though, because the new rules, I don't buy them unless I'm playing my Trickster deck, and I even still to this day think they're stupid though. So, but yeah. But anyway, the problems I noticed with 2018 are we are getting less OCG imports at TCG than we normally do. Such as, this will be the last year we're going to get for the Show and Jump promos. And even last year we were getting 2 less imports in each of the main sets, starting with Flames Destruction all the way up to Soul Fusion. So those are some examples there. And they weren't really giving us many import sets than they usually do, because usually we would get like an import set, and they didn't really give us one of those last year. So we are getting less reprints of hard to get and expensive cards that we normally do. So they're reprinting like cards like Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon still needs to be reprinted though. So those are examples. Manga promos, Shonen Jump promos, YCS promos, video game promos, cards like that still need to be reprinted. And even cards on like side sets and main sets that are getting expensive. Because instead of doing that, they've been choosing to reprint like 50-cent commons that are easy to get and just be reprinting to be shiny, as opposed to reprinting the expensive and hard to get cards, which makes no sense. It seemed like last was more of a quantity over quality thing, which I prefer the commons over the foil cards, because the foil cards go all U-shaped. So honestly, I find that stupid that that's what they're doing. Hopefully, like I said, things change this year. More cards are being short printed, thus making them more expensive. So as I've noticed more with the side sets last year, they've been short printing more cards than they normally do. Usually get one, now they're doing like 3 or more now, it seems. Less cards are being printed from the anime and the manga, such as Trickstar Birdhelm and Trickstar Vision, for example, because usually they reprint usually they print like the monster cards from the anime. And I was certain they were going to do Trickstar Birdhelm, but they left that out, which that's a really good Trickstar card, and I was really upset. I really hope they do, unless it's announced for Dark Neostorm, which I really hope so. But yeah, I was kind of hoping that, and because they're more into doing these World Legacy cards, I'm honestly careless for these non-anime manga archetypes. Though I prefer to have like I prefer the anime and manga archetypes more. And the ban list is increasing in size, and destroying more decks. So not only do we have the new rules destroying decks, but we have the balance destroying decks, though. So yeah, Konami can't be serious that they're trying to improve their game. They're being serious and trying to ruin it, which saddens me. And they have no communication with their fan base. They act like they know what they're doing, but in reality they don't know what they're doing, and they're closed-minded. So as for my hopes for 2019, I really hope that they import more cards than normal, reprint more hard and expensive to get cards than normal. I hope they do that, though. Hope they don't go down the route they did last year, which so far I'm having some good a good feeling about that, because I'm looking forward to the Legendary Duel Assist the Rose set coming out this Friday, because we're getting the Cyber Angels and Lunalight cards, and they're all easy to get, though. So I'm actually happy for what changed, that my cards are easy to get. Also looking forward to Savage Strike with the new Trickstars, Neospace cards too, and also hopefully they import some good cards in there too, like Odd Eyes Winged Dragon, because it is a synchro monster. It would make sense to put it in a synchro set. Also, the specialist for that set, they're importing another card, so that's good to know. And I'm also really looking forward to the Dual Power set, because they're importing a lot of cards and they're reprinting some really good cards, though. So some expensive cards, so some good reprints in there, and they're importing a lot of cards. I'm most excited for the imports, though. So hopefully they keep that up, though. So yeah, only time will tell for what's going to happen this year, and I really, so far, it's looking pretty good. I hope they keep up the pace this year, because last year was just bad, and the year before that wasn't any better. So yeah, so like I said, we'll see. But I don't expect them to just drop the new rules, though. But anyway, that's my thoughts on the Yu-Gi-Oh card game itself, the card game we play. If you want to put your thought, your opinion on about the Yu-Gi-Oh card we play right now in the comments down below, feel free to do so. I'd like to hear your opinion and what you think about the current game we're playing right now, and yeah, and also about the speed duels too. What you think about this, though. So that's what I'll be getting into next. The speed duels, which is based off of Duel Links. So the speed duels in Vrains and Duel Links are two different types of speed duels. In Vrains, you get an extra monster zone, and you can have a full extra deck size, 15 cards, and a full main deck size, 40-60 cards. In Duel Links, you can only have up to 5 cards in your extra deck and 20-30 cards in your main deck. So one of the problems I face with my deck in Duel Links is I'm using hero cards, and I only have 5, and there's tons of them. So that's one of the issues I'm facing in that game. I prefer to play by the original card game, where I can have 40-60 cards on my main deck and have up to 15 cards in my extra deck, because most of my decks are tight on space in the main and extra deck, and I need all the space I can get. And to have 5 monster and spell and trap zones, pendulum zones, and the extra monster zones for when I play with my Trickster deck. So this month they're releasing Duel Links starter decks, and they'll be releasing a Duel Links pack, which all the cards are the exact same Yu cards we have right now, only it has SP on them. And the SP symbol on them, means you can use them as speed duel. And any card that does not have that symbol on them cannot be used in a speed duel. So they're basically reprinting older cards which can be used in regular duels as well, which is nice. But yeah, the part I like is that they're reprinting older cards which can be harder to get. But the part I don't like and find stupid is that you can't use the cards that you already own in a speed duel and are being forced by their new products if you want to play that card game. So, but yeah. And my thoughts is, they're the same cards, so why should it matter? So if you want to play for fun, just, whatever cards are allowed in speed duels, just use those ones if you already have them, though. I know, apparently I heard they're doing tournaments of this. I'm not really too sure about this, but this is just from what I've been reading up on. The Yu-Gi-Oh card game we play now is already expensive and hard to afford, which this year they're increasing the price in the packs and OCG, which could transfer over here. And now they want to introduce another card game to add more to the expense. It sounds really greedy to me, and on Konami's behalf, it's a waste of money, time, and resources, because I won't be buying, these products, and I prefer to play the Yu-Gi-Oh card game we play now, where there's no limits. Konami could have just made a list of all the cards you can use in a speed duels and have a ban list for it, so they wouldn't have to go this route. The only new cards that are getting released with these products are character skill cards. And they could have just made a pack or deck with all these skill cards to cut down the price and everything else. Konami better hope that people buy this, otherwise it'll be a waste. And I honestly find this all stupid, and I won't be buying any of it. So don't expect any openings on any of these things. You know, decks like Crystal Beast are being destroyed with these new rules. You know, cards like Crystal Abundance and Ancient City Rainbow Ruins can't really use their effects. You can't even activate Crystal Abundance because you need 4 more Crystal Beast in your spell and trap zone. And Ancient City Rainbow Ruins, you can't use the effects that are 4 and 5 in your spell and trap zone. And there are plenty of other cards like Extract monsters, like Shooting Quasar Dragon, that are ruined by these rules because they're, you can hardly summon with the new rules. But yeah, I'll be sticking to playing Speed Duels and Duel Links. I'll be playing it as the card game. And for anyone who loves Yu-Gi-Oh! But hasn't played Duel Links, I recommend downloading and playing it. It's a fun game. So yeah. That's basically my thoughts on the whole Speed Duel thing. I honestly find it stupid, and I won't be buying any of it. So, and you can let me know your opinion on the Speed Duels too down in the comment section below, along with the card game we play down in the comment section below. So yeah, that's it for this discussion video. I'll see you all in the next one, and this is Supreme King, signing off. Get your game on.